Hey guys, welcome back to Dane's World. Thanks so much for anyone who's been listening. Please hit the subscribe button, and if you've got a little subject that you'd like us to chat about, please pop it in the comment section, and happily to chat with you. How you doing, Farid?
I'm doing well today.
That's good.
Yeah, we were nothing eventful happening over here, but I've always been wondering about how you come up with your songs. I mean,
Songs, yes.
do you have a specific different types of categories of songs? Because I know you do a little bit of comedy. So you got comedy, country, and what else have you got? Tell me a little bit more. I'm sorry. I'm not a. I like you as a person, but country music. It's,
you're a heavy metal man.
I'm
just
a heavy
so everyone
metal.
knows at home.
Everything
You're not a great
else-
fan of country, but that's
No,
all
it's
good.
not just country. It's everything else.
All right, yeah, it's heavy metal. So you go to bed listening to the heavy metal?
I
is
go
it?
to bed. Yeah, those are my lullabies.
Do ya?
Yeah. No.
My goodness, my dreams would be nuts. if
I
we
like
did
a
that.
few Mexican Ranchera music.
I like that as well,
We can
actually.
share a little bit of that.
Beautiful guitar playing out of Mexico. So.
That's right. How do you come up with music?
Look, it's different every time. There might be something that somebody says that you just go, wow, that's got to be a song, you know.
That's right. Wasn't there a guy that told you something, or just a one-liner?
Yeah, that song I had, When the Sun Goes Down. The barfly came over, you know, rest in peace, Gary.
Oh, he passed away.
He passed away. I got to play the song at his wake, and that was very special. Really special. And he came over one day, and he said, I'm coming over. And he'd had quite a few, and he said, and the sun was beautiful, the sunset was beautiful, Tambourine Mountain. And I was just sitting there chilling out, you know, trying to think of songs, actually. And he comes over and he goes, I thought he was coming over for a chat, because he loved to chat. And he used to take the piss out of me, so I thought, here we go, he's coming over. And he goes, when the sun goes down on your hometown, eh? And then he just left and went back inside. So I wrote that down, and then it ended up being a song. So yeah, it can be something. I had another song many years ago called Another Star in the Sky. And I was at a school reunion, and he was explaining that, I asked how, he explained that somebody had died, and he said he told his little one, let's go outside, there's another star in the sky tonight. And I thought that was really powerful, so I wrote that song. So I guess, you know, and I'm lucky now that I do co-writes, you know. I'm been writing with one of Australia's greatest ever songwriter, Alan Caswell. And we just pick each other's brains while we have a coffee and a donut. That's usually how it goes. And we find something that's been going on in life, and take it from there. And he's the master, so usually 2 hours later we leave with a song, you know. So yeah,
That's
it's always
fast.
different. Yeah.
2 hours to write a song.
Yeah, well, that's for him. Mine's
Well.
a lot longer than that. He's written over 1,000. He's had over 1,000 recorded songs. So
Who has he worked with? Anybody I would know, or
all the greats, you know,
Aussies, or any
yeah,
international?
overseas as well. Everybody. Yeah, he's amazing writer, and he's a good friend of mine. He's a Liverpool fan, so we actually bonded over football. And then he said, maybe we should write a song. And yeah, it was kind of cool, because we chat about football as well too. So, but yeah, but I've got a really heartfelt song coming out soon called "Gotta Go," and it's about fathers and sons and that journey through life. And then when you eventually, in the end, you've got to go. But it actually came from my uncle, Uncle Johnny, who used to just come up to Nelson Bay from Maitland, and he'd turn up, you'd make him a cup of coffee, and he'd get, you know, a third of the way through, and I've got to go. And then he'd go to the next house, and they said, has he always got to go? So he'd go around, I've got to go. So he put himself on this time limit that he was always got to go. So that's actually where I got the title from, was...
Nice.
So it's a heartfelt song, but the title came from him, Gotta Go. So you never know where it's coming from.
So you start with the lyrics, and then you add the music to it.
A little bit of both, you know. Sometimes you'll be sitting around just fiddling around with the guitar, and you'll go, oh, that kind of sounds
That
cool.
riff.
Yeah,
I'll add
exactly,
this
yeah.
bit to it.
And then that sounds like a song that would be about this, yeah. But personally, for me, it's usually the lyrics first, you know. So, or at least an idea, you know.
Is it mostly like the chorus first, or is it?
Yeah, for me it is. Or the first verse, you know, I always know where it's going into the chorus.
Yeah.
They always say the second verse is the hardest, so, and I agree with that, because you trying not to say the same thing twice, you know. So,
So
but I've done a bunch of songwriting courses and that. And there's a thing called Songtown, which I listen to all the time out of the US and Nashville. Yeah, it's a tricky one because you're just trying not to sound corny or cliche.
And that's one thing I like.
But it's always so many songs have been done, right? So you just coming up with something new is pretty tough.
Without that repetition, you know, some of the songs I enjoy the most are the ones that just have a lot of different curves, and you know, the song changes. You know, like Rush or like Guns N' Roses. Like,
100%.
It takes a new completely different, like just pumps it up a little bit more.
Yeah. You think about November Rain or something like that.
Like Coma.
Yeah. And then it's just like, wow. It's just
starts slow, then it goes up, then it goes violent, then it comes back down. Those are my favorites.
I kind of like to write, you know, a couple of rocky ones and then go, okay, that they're for live and they're fun and they're great to play and they're great to perform and stuff. But okay, let's try and dig deep now into something that's heartfelt and about your life, or you know, you can't do too many of them in a row because you don't want people crying and leaving.
True.
But then I don't want to just have formulated kind of upbeat country rock songs either. So for me, it's kind of like trying to do both. Yeah.
A lot of personal stuff. Then, do you ever draw from like history or from like different?
Absolutely.
Different musicians that inspire you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me a
I
bit
saw
more
Troy
about that.
Casadei on last weekend, and he's one of my favourite singer-songwriters, and it was brilliant. It was called Songs and Stories.
Was that with Rusty?
Yeah, with Rusty, run by Rusty, and it was just brilliant to hear the depth of some of the songs and where they came from, and how he spent so much time on the depth before it became a song, if that makes sense. You know? Digging around history and going through hours and hours of stuff. Because the thing is with a song, I mean, I've got a couple when I look back and I'm like, you know, I probably should have done something a bit different. But my goal is to have a body of work that, not that you're just proud of, because you'd always look back and go, oh, hopefully these ones are better now. But yeah, ones that you sort of think, wow, you know, I did them the way I wanted to do them, you know.
Have you ever changed the lyrics to a song you did before? Like you're like,
Yeah, I do. I play it live now, and it's got not too many different lyrics.
For real.
I like my new version better than the old one.
So what changed? Tell me an example.
I just thought it was better, like the lyrics I come up with. So it's not much. It's only in the bridge, but yeah, it's.
Do people catch it? Do people go like, wait a minute?
Well, funny you say that, because I got. He's a great player, Chris Wong, who's playing with us at the moment, and he learnt the song the way, like, off the CD, you know, off the Spotify. And then when we got to practice, he's chatting me. He goes, "It doesn't actually go like that, you know." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, man. For the last 5 years it does." But he was cool. He just had a laugh and played along, you know. So.
You know, we got to write a song together, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll talk about the Guatemalan narcos.
Oh man, I'd love to. You know, and you never know who's got a good idea. You know, it comes from everywhere. It's life, man. You know, so you know, some of the characters and some of the people you meet, they got the best ideas. You can sit down with two singer-songwriters and have nothing. You know.
Yeah, true.
So,
are you working on anything at the moment?
What am I working on at the moment? We've got like a little back catalogue that we're working through. So
I'm sure you got some lyrics you can share right now. Can you give us a preview?
Well, I write with a guy called Craig Taylor. I didn't think it was going to work. We wrote Rodeo in a One-Horse Town together, which was a hit.
I like that one.
And we're currently writing. Yeah, we're writing at least. We're trying to write once a week, but it ends up being about once every 2 weeks. Well, we're trying to do an upbeat comedy one now, because the next one's really heartfelt. They've got to go. So I try and if I release a heartfelt one, then let's try, you know, bring it back up again. So we're working on a bit of a funny one called "Got a Job in the Beer Business." So that's all I can say.
That's it.
It's about all we got.
So we got one
line.
line.
We got a little bit in there, but probably a verse and a chorus and a bridge. But we're just deciding where it's going to go. But it's a funny one, you know.
I'm looking forward.
It's about a guy his wife always thought he was a bit of a bum, hanging around the pub all day.
Yes.
And they break up, and then he kind of writes this song, you know, he wants to tell her that he's got a job in the beer business.
Oh.
But nothing's changed.
But nothing.
He's just organising the pool table, the dartboard,
Does
the
he want,
happy hour.
does he want her back, or
We
is
don't
he,
know
or
yet.
is he
Stay
rubbing it
tuned.
in? Is he
Well,
rubbing it in?
I think
or-
he's just given up and he's telling her I got the best job in the world and it's in the beer business. So
Gotcha.
hopefully no one steals.
He
this
gets
one.
to be there all day,
Yeah, exactly.
That's
so,
it.
Yeah.
That's
He's decided that's what he's going to do.
but
So-
he's paid this time.
But yeah, that's it. So,
Well, that could be a good, you know, good, dang it, middle ground for the wife.
yeah, well, no, I think
He's getting paid
I think
now.
she's long gone. Yeah,
He's got money now.
She's long gone. But thanks, man.
All right, man.
Thanks
That was
for
very
chilling out.
interesting. Thank you for sharing
Thank you.
the process.
Well, thanks for listening, guys. Like I said, please hit the subscribe button and tell your friends. And we'll be dropping a few of these a week, just as audio. And then when we get back in the studio, we'll be dropping at least one a month out of the Knoll studio, which we love. Thanks, Ryan. Also, thanks, Farid.
All righty. We'll see you soon.
you.
Goodbye.